What do you miss about your culture?
When I'm outside Turkey traveling for my job, I miss the smell of strong Turkish coffee and the smell of the food. I really miss our typical Turkish breakfast of white cheese, bread, eggs, honey, and olives. I think also of the rain in my hometown and holidays where my family and relatives come together. I miss the prayers we hear 5 times a day from the mosques. I also think Turkish hospitality is wonderful. I miss visiting friends, relatives, and neighbors, and the way that Turkish people really try hard to make their guests feel comfortable. Another thing I miss about Turkish culture is the respect for older people.
2. Ingrid from Germany.
When I lived abroad, I missed cycling to places. I didn't see many people on bikes. Everyone used cars all the time, even for short distances. Children were taken to school by their parents, and my host father drove to a nearby petrol station to get his newspaper. I thought about getting a bike, but there were no cycle paths in my area, and I felt I'd be a kind of outsider if I cycled to work in the morning. I also missed small local supermarkets where you can walk to do your shopping. In Germany, we have many small supermarkets in all parts of cities or towns, and you can get everything you need there. They are not huge and anonymous like the big supermarkets in some other countries. Talking of food, I missed German bread and German rolls. Bread tastes a lot better in my country, I can tell you.
3. Anna from Russia.
When I worked abroad, what I missed most was certain emotional aspects of our culture, not material ones. I certainly missed the Russian style of friendship. In my country, people will discuss all kinds of very personal problems, even intimate problems with you. And they expect friends to forget their own problems and do everything to help you out. But outside Russia, I noticed people are more individualistic, and even with good friends, the conversations are more superficial. They take less time, and people tend to be more focused on their own problems. Also, I missed Russian jokes and loud laughter. Russians often organize parties at someone's home. Old friends come together and spend hours eating and drinking around a big table, discussing things, singing, dancing. One final thing, I missed our traditional Russian winter. Going down snow-covered hills on a toboggan with my young son, skiing and skating, playing snowballs and making snow maidens with our fluffy snow.
4. Danielle from Cameroon.
What did I miss when I was abroad? Definitely the food. In Cameroon, everything we eat is fresh, no processing, artificial stuff, or coloring. I remember we had to literally chase the chicken, kill it, and then cook it. It took almost the whole afternoon. And then I missed the spices. We took the tomatoes, basil, and peanuts straight out of the field. It was wonderful. When we wanted a treat, all we had to do was go to the mango or guava or avocado tree and pick it. And if we wanted a snack, we would go to the cornfield to get some corn. I tell you, I had no problem keeping slim. The weather, I miss that too. Cameroon is a tropical country, so we have some very good weather. Believe it or not, what I missed most was the sun, of course, but also the tropical rain. I tell you, when it beats down on top of a tin roof, it produces a sound that's like a lullaby. It makes you feel sleepy.
5. Alessandra from Italy.
I feel comfortable living in foreign countries, especially in Europe. I like the variety of cultures you meet just traveling a few hundred kilometers. But I miss something that just isn't there. is the sound of my typically Italian language where I grew up. It took me a long time to realize its effect on me. When I hear people speaking my Italian dialect, then I let myself dive into a very private comfort zone. It's a blend of feelings consisting of love, trust, comfort, and being home. For me, I've lived and worked in various places around the world, but I've never experienced that anywhere else, except in my home country. I'm studying in England now, and I definitely miss not being able to express my ideas as soon as they come into my mind. I just can't communicate easily and precisely what I think in English, and that frustrates me. Of course, I miss knowing where to go to find what I need. Being Italian, it means I miss good food, the sun, and friendly people. I miss so much, but I'm really enjoying being in England.
6. Nancy from Argentina.
I've traveled all over the world. What do I miss? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is the more relaxed atmosphere we have in the streets. You know, socializing and meeting friends for coffee or dinner. It's a very spontaneous culture. You don't need to make arrangements a long time in advance. You just phone a friend and then meet them at home or outside only a few minutes after your phone call. I should mention our drink. I miss it a lot when I'm overseas. It's called mate. It's a traditional drink in a special container. You pour a kind of green tea herb called yerba mate into the container. You add boiling hot water and then sip the tea. It's a kind of ritual. You pass the container around with a group when you get together at someone's home. It's a bit like the Indian tribes used to pass around the pipes of peace. You chat, have fun, and talk philosophically about life, the state of the world, and so on. Friendship and bonding are very important in Argentina. I missed all that socializing when I was in England and the United States.